Good morning, madam. Today we are going to present about the economic growth of UAE. But first of all, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Pooja Chaudhary. So let's take a closer look at UAE, a wonderful country which is located at eastern end of Arab Peninsula. Known for its rapid development, UAE is a federation of seven emirates, Abu Dhabi being its capital and Dubai being as its international hub. With more than 10 million population and a GDP of $415 billion, it is the fourth largest economy in Middle East. With While oil and gas have long been the backbone of its economy, the UAE has successfully expanded the sectors into such as tourism, technology, and real estate. Now, let's examine the economic growth trend using the two key graphs. Figure 1.1 focuses on GDP growth in the non-oil sector. Since 2013, this sector has averaged a growth rate of 4.05%, showcasing the UAE's push toward expansion. The sector faced its lowest point in quarter 2020, dropping to -9.2% due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but bounced back dramatically to a peak of 10.1% in quarter 2021. In quarter 1 2024, non-oil GDP grew by 4%, slightly slowing from the previous quarter's 6.7%. The next, figure 1.2 shows the overall GDP annual growth rate reflecting the performance of both oil and non-oil sectors. The United Arab Emirates economy averaged a growth rate of 3.21% from 2013 to 2024. It hit a high of 12.8% in quarter 4 2015, driven by robust oil revenues, and a low of -9.1% in quarter 4 2020 during the pandemic. Most recently, quarter 1 2024 saw a growth rate of 3.4%, following 4.3% in quarter 4 2023. So together this graph highlights the UAE's resilience and its ongoing journey towards economic expansion, making it a leader in the Gulf region.
Hi, my name is Noor Fasha. Today I'm going to explain about economic growth of UAE, United Arab Emirates. Usually we use real GDP or real gross domestic product as an indicator to measure economic growth. So for the country UAE, it has recorded $504.17 billion GDP in the year 2023. Over the past decade, it has highest growth rate at 7.9% in 2022 and the lowest growth rate at -5% in the year 2020. Previously, the country was dominated by oil sector, which accounted up to 90% of its GDP. However, the country successfully diversified its economy in sectors such as trade, industry, transport, education, and more, which now accounted up to 70% of its GDP 2022. This decision was made in an effort to make the country less dependent on oil market and strive toward more balanced economy. According to the World Investment Report 2024 by UNCTAD, the foreign direct investment FDI to UAE reached approximately $330.688 billion in 2023. In order to achieve this FDI, the government launched many initiatives to support international trade through business-friendly policy such as open trade regime with low tariff and minimum non-tariff barriers. Moreover, the UAE has numerous free zones specially designed to attract foreign investment and facilitate international trade. In 2023, the total import of UAE in 2020 were valued at approximately $380 billion. The UAE major imports are gold, broadcasting equipment, refined petroleum, and more. Besides the UAE, total exports were valued at approximately $280.4 billion, and the majority of the total export come from mineral foods including oil, gems and precious metal, and other categories such as aluminium, plastic articles, ships, and more. In conclusion, the UAE has demonstrated a resilient economic growth, achieving a GDP of $504.17 billion in 2023 and maintaining an average growth rate of 3.3% over the past decades. This economic strategy has resulted in increased employment, improved living standard, higher government revenue, which make the UAE attractive destination for investment. So that's all from me. Thank you.
So now I'm just going to talk about the unemployment and what is this like in the UAE. As we all know, UAE is very known for its richness, wealthiness countries and cities such as Dubai. Even though it is one of the most rising countries and cities in the world, they still undergo through unemployment and challenges like that. So in 2022, the unemployment rate for UAE was 2.97 from a slight improvement of 2021, which was 3.11%. However, it remains higher than the pre-pandemic levels and peaking at its highest of 4.39%, and due to COVID-19 and also global recessions and the oil price that fluctuates. But historically, unemployment in the Middle East has affected mostly the youth and the educated that are still looking for jobs and that just freshly graduated. This rises because of such crises like the 2008 financial downturn, the 2000 uprisings, and the oil price crashes. For the UAE, the additional challenges that they have to face is from the heavy workforce and also the reliance on government jobs and also labor market policies. But due to all those stresses and challenges that they have to face, the UAE government has come up with a solution, and they have responded with ways and initiatives like the ministerial resolution number 2279 of 2020. This solution, which allowed flexible employment measures during the pandemic, and it focuses on the one that couldn't find a job easily, and especially for the youngs that was trying to look for jobs after just graduating. And with the slow recovery, it helps to foster like a lot of many different private sector opportunities and innovative labor market that reforms which were also crucial to tackling unemployment and ensuring sustainable growth. And this was one of the ways and one of the main ways that helped to go back and rise from the unemployment rate. And you can refer to the graph here, which shows the fluctuations of the unemployment rate throughout the years, and you can see that the peak and the highest it has been, which was in 2020 due to the COVID-19 and global recessions. Due to any years that you can see from 2013 to 2023, the slight change only rose up in 2020 and then declined from there onwards, and this could possibly be lower in the next years to come.
So the next part, I will talk about the inflation. Inflation in the UAE reflects both internal and global economic factors. In 2013, inflation was at 1.1%, marking a slow recovery from the 2008 global financial crisis. Price control in food and utilities helped stabilize growth during this period. From 2014 to 2015, inflation ranged between 2.3% and 4.06%, supported by low oil prices and diversification efforts to reduce reliance on oil. In 2008, inflation rose to 3.07% due to housing price increase and the introduction of a 5% VAT. During COVID-19, inflation fluctuated, dropping to negative 0.1% in 2021 as economic activity resumed. However, in 2022, its to 4.8% due to global energy price hike and supply chain disruption. Projection for 2022 indicates a decline to 1.6%, signaling stabilization as supply chains recover and consumption pattern normalize. Over the past decades, proactive government policies, including fiscal reform and investment, have helped the UAE manage inflation and strengthen economic resilience.
So next is the impact of natural disaster on the economy of UAE. United Arab Emirates, known for its rapid development and modern infrastructure, is not immune to the challenges of natural disaster. While events like flood and sandstorm are less frequent compared to other regions, their economic impacts can be severe. This disaster disrupts key factors such as infrastructure, tourism, retail, and aviation, creating significant financial burden. Flooding is one of the most impactful natural disasters in United Arab Emirates. In July 2022, flooding caused extensive damage to infrastructure, tourism, retail, and small businesses. Roads were blocked, tunnels were filled with water, and essential trade routes were interrupted. Fujairah, one of the worst hit areas, witnessed its popular corniche to be submerged, forcing business closure and displacing residents. Figure 3.2 graph illustrates the financial losses across key economic sectors caused by the 2022 flood. Infrastructure experienced the most damage with losses exceeding 1 million dirham, followed by tourism. Retail and small businesses were also severely affected, showcasing the wide-reaching consequences of such disasters. The tourism industry, a major contributor to the UAE's economy, is extremely impacted by the effects of flooding and excessive rain. Severe rain in 2024 April caused over 1,000 flights to be cancelled in Dubai International Airport and disrupted highways, which caused tourism numbers to be reduced and impacting hotel, restaurant, and shop. In a country dependent on luxury tourists, the impacts were felt all throughout the economy. Sandstorm also creates unique challenges, particularly to aviation industry. In 2021, a massive sandstorm grounded airlines at Dubai and Abu Dhabi airports, increasing airline costs and affecting passengers' confidence. For a global transit hub like Dubai airports, such disruption not only hurt aviation but also hurts tourism and trade revenue.
And the last part is conclusion. The UAE has transformed from an oil-dependent economy to a global economic leader through diversification into sectors like trade, tourism, aviation, and finance. Guided by UAE Vision 2001 and Abu Dhabi 2030, the country has reduced reliance on oil, paving the way a sustainable economic future. Challenges remain such as youth and unemployment, inflation, and the effects of natural disaster like flooding and sandstorms. The government has addressed these through policies promoting private sector employment, subsidies to control inflation, and enhance disaster response plans. Despite these hurdles, the UAE Sustainable Development Model emphasis and innovation free trade zones and foreign investment has ensured continued growth. Its success in diversification, governments, and progressive policies sets an example of resilience and economic development for the world. So that's all from me. Thank you.